Hi everyone and welcome to the Ultimate Quest blog. Apologies for our absence last week and thank you for the many kind messages of love, encouragement and protest that were left on our wall. A quick reminder to those of you planning on coming to Ultimate Quest this July, which should be all of you, our Brisbane and Sydney early bird registration deadline is June 16th, which is this week, so send those registration forms in. But, Daz,
yes,
you can come out from your poster now.
No worries.
On to our topic.
Yes.
This is a biggie. This is a really big one. Take a deep breath. You're going to love this.
All right.
Lynn writes, why is it so hard to find a faithful man?
Stop. Don't close the window. Don't close the window. Get your hand away from the mouse. This is not a novel on faithful men.
That's right. And you can rest easy because it's not going to be a soppy session of relationship advice. All of you teenage boys, it's safe to keep watching.
Yes, in fact, you should keep watching.
You should, because this is for you.
This is all for you.
Why is it so hard to find a faithful man?
Well, I think the simple answer is because there's so few of them.
Yeah. It's true. And we're not, judging anyone or whatever, but it's an observation that there aren't a lot of guys around who really love God and really want to follow God and are determined to do that.
You have to ask yourself, why is that?
Yeah.
Why are there so few? You look at a lot of churches, usually there's a lot more women than men.
There are.
Why is that?
I think, and we talked about this earlier, so we agree, but there are maybe two kind of big areas. There are a lot of reasons, and we can't get into them all on our blog, but two big reasons.
I think so.
And probably the first big reason is that for many guys, it's just too hard.
The sacrifice is too much.
They cannot be bothered.
It's way too much hard work to do the right thing.
Yeah, because being a godly man and following after God requires self-discipline.
It does.
And it requires self-sacrifice. And it requires chasing after God with all of your heart. And that's hard work.
It is. It's very hard work. And Jesus didn't pretend that it wouldn't be.
No.
He said, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever would save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake shall save it.
Yeah. Now, Daz, we're not qualified to talk about this.
No.
We don't qualify to give any opinions on faithful men. But this is such a huge topic, we thought we should address it.
Absolutely.
And it's true. This is the exact opposite of man's natural nature.
Exactly.
Because we are intrinsically lazy.
Yes, we don't like the hard way.
No. And so we've got lots of guys who want to go to heaven and they want to be Christians. They want to have a relationship with Jesus. They want Jesus to bless them. But they just don't really want to do any of the hard things that it needs to take up your cross.
Yeah, they want the life, but they don't want the cross.
That's right. So that's probably the first big reason.
Yeah.
The second.
The second reason is guys decide it's just not worth it. The world has so much to offer. There's so much good stuff going around that following Jesus passionately and endlessly is too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard and not worth it.
And those guys, I think, often don't really fully understand the incredible blessing that God has for the person who will pursue Him with all their heart.
No.
They don't really fully comprehend what God intends. But it is their choice.
It is their choice. And they don't realise that if they go down that path, then God will give them power to do the things He asked them to do.
Exactly.
But they say, no, it's just not worth it. The rewards aren't good enough. And they walk away.
Yeah, that's right. Now, all of our male viewers out there, we're not saying any of this to discourage you.
No.
In fact, we're preaching to ourselves.
We are.
Because Daz is really pathetic.
He is. I mean, yes.
Yeah. And I am too. But what we're trying to say is don't give in to the easy choices which so often come up and we don't even realize we're
That's
making.
right.
Sometimes we need to be reminded of where we're going. And obviously this doesn't only apply to guys.
No.
Ladies, you also need to do hard things, and
Yes.
you also need to value what God values and chase His priorities.
And be faithful to Him. And be a faithful woman.
That's
A
exactly
woman
right.
who runs after God.
You see, if you want a faithful man, and we're talking specifically to
Yeah.
ladies, but it's vice versa as well. If you want a faithful man, ladies, you need to be worthy of a faithful man. If you kind of live your life at this level, you can't expect God to give you someone at this level. Because it's not fair for the guy.
No,
God's
not
going to
really.
curse the guy to be married to you.
That's harsh, mate. But it's a reality.
It is.
You know?
If you want God's best, then you need to live in God's best.
That's
and you
right.
need to pursue Him with all of your heart as well.
So it doesn't matter whether you're called to be a faithful man or a faithful woman. We need to be faithful. We need to pursue God and not be lazy, and to value what God has promised us.
Why don't we finish with this verse?
Yes.
1 Corinthians 6,
It's a good verse.
13. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong.
It's a great verse.
Yeah, it is. We'll see you all next week on our vlog.